What if your true purpose isn't in your zodiac sign? Pause with that for a moment, because if you're here, something in you already feels it. You've read your horoscope. You know your sun, maybe your moon, maybe even your rising. And yet there's a quiet voice inside that says, this isn't the whole story. You're right. Your zodiac sign is the doorway, but it is not the temple. Welcome back to Celestial Insight. Today we go beyond the familiar, beyond the 12 signs, beyond personality descriptions and surface traits. We step into the deeper architecture of your soul's design, the fixed stars. You may feel it already, the sense that your life is not random, that the timing of certain events has felt orchestrated, that certain challenges repeat not as punishment, but as refinement. The universe runs on structure, on rhythm, on alignment. February is not here by accident. The sky above you tonight is not chaotic. It is ordered, measured, intentional, and so are you. Right now, many of you are in a phase where things feel suspended, not fully falling apart, not fully coming together. Plans slow down. Responses are delayed. Opportunities hover, but do not land. You may feel tested, not dramatically, quietly, subtly. The universe is not asking how fast you can move. It is observing how you respond to stillness. This phase isn't about action. It's about restraint. And that is where fixed stars begin to speak. For centuries, ancient astrologers understood something we have forgotten. The planets move. The zodiac signs rotate with the seasons. But the fixed stars remain. They are the steady lights beyond the wandering bodies. They do not chase. They do not fluctuate. They anchor. Your sun sign describes your personality expression. Your moon describes your emotional landscape. Your rising describes your approach to life. But fixed stars, they reveal your assignment. They are not loud. They do not shout. They whisper through destiny-level events. Have you ever noticed that certain themes in your life feel larger than you? Leadership thrust upon you when you didn't ask for it. Creative gifts that refuse to be ignored. Moments of public recognition or public trial that feel karmic in weight. Those are not random. Those are signatures. Ancient navigators crossed oceans guided by fixed stars. Empires rose and fell under their watch. Kings consulted them before making decisions that shaped history. Why? Because fixed stars were understood as spiritual authorities, not personality traits, not moods, authority. And here you are feeling that subtle pull towards something greater. You may be questioning your career, re-evaluating relationships, feeling a quiet dissatisfaction with roles that once felt secure. This is not instability. It is recalibration. Your soul is remembering its coordinates. What if your discomfort is not confusion, but awakening? What if the reason things feel off is because you've been operating from your zodiac identity instead of your cosmic assignment? This is not about abandoning who you are. It is about reclaiming why you are. Fixed stars sit at precise degrees in the sky. When a planet in your birth chart aligns with one of them within a close degree, something profound activates. It marks you. It imprints you. It whispers, this is the direction. Some of you feel called to guide others, even when you doubt your authority. Some of you feel an artistic or healing gift that doesn't fit traditional structures. Some of you feel like you were born into circumstances that forced you to grow faster than others. These are not accidents. These are placements. Right now, as collective energy shifts, we are entering a period where authenticity is being tested. Not publicly, internally. The universe is watching how you respond when no one applauds you. Are you still aligned when validation disappears? Are you still disciplined when recognition pauses? Fixed stars reward integrity. They magnify whatever they touch. If connected to your sun, they amplify purpose. If tied to your midheaven, they elevate public mission. If aligned with your moon, they deepen emotional calling. But they require maturity. This is the part no one dramatizes. Fixed stars do not guarantee ease. They demand refinement. If you carry a leadership star, you will be tested in humility. If you carry a star of artistry, you will be tested in discipline. If you carry a star of influence, you will be tested in ethics. What is being tested in your life right now? Look closely. Where are you tempted to rush? Where are you tempted to react instead of respond? The universe is observing your restraint, because fixed star energy activates fully when the ego softens. This week, especially, you may notice moments where silence feels more powerful than speaking. Choose silence. You may notice opportunities that look impressive but feel misaligned. Choose alignment. The cosmos is not rewarding speed right now. It is rewarding precision. Your true purpose is not loud. It is steady. And that steadiness is calling you beyond your sun sign. In the next chapter, we will step deeper into the unseen architects themselves. What fixed stars actually are, why ancient civilizations revered them, and how their influence differs from the planets you already know. Because once you understand the difference between moving forces and eternal anchors, you will begin to see your life differently. You are not drifting. You are navigating. Look up tonight, not at your phone, not at the noise. Look up. Those distant points of light that seem motionless, those are the fixed stars. And despite the name, they are not truly motionless. They move so slowly, so majestically, across vast cycles of time, that to us they appear eternal. And in astrology, that perception matters. The planets wander. The word planet itself means wanderer. They travel through the zodiac, changing signs, triggering seasons of growth, conflict, expansion, contraction. They are dynamic forces, temporary influences, weather systems of consciousness. But fixed stars are different. They are not weather. They are climate. They are not moods. They are architecture. Ancient astrologers did not treat them lightly. In Babylon, in Persia, in Egypt, in Greece, fixed stars were considered the thrones of divine intelligence. They were studied carefully, because when a planet aligned with one of these stars, something fateful occurred. A birth marked for prominence, a leader rising in unstable times, a mystic emerging during spiritual drought. Fixed stars were not consulted for daily predictions. They were consulted for destiny. This is why so many modern interpretations feel incomplete. We've reduced astrology to personality language. You're a Leo, so you're confident. You're a Pisces, so you're sensitive. Useful, yes, but surface level. Fixed stars ask a deeper question. What are you here to anchor? Right now in February 2026, as collective systems continue restructuring globally, many of you feel an undercurrent of instability in the outer world. Leadership shifts, economic recalibration, cultural realignment. It feels uncertain. And yet inside there's a simultaneous call towards something steady, something grounded. That contrast is not coincidence. When outer systems fluctuate, fixed star energy becomes more noticeable, because these stars represent enduring principles, integrity, courage, wisdom, vision, artistic mastery, spiritual authority. They don't rush. They don't react. They endure. And this is where you must listen carefully. Fixed stars do not behave like your weekly horoscope. They do not activate because you feel like it. They activate when timing, maturity, and alignment converge. The universe runs on structure and timing. Nothing is random. Not the date. Not your birth moment. Not the degree of your sun when you took your first breath. Every birth chart is a cosmic snapshot of alignment. And if a planet in that snapshot sits near a fixed star, that star becomes part of your spiritual blueprint. Let's demystify something important. Fixed stars are not magical shortcuts to fame or fortune. Ancient texts often associated certain stars with kingship or renown, yes, but they also warned of downfall when integrity was lacking. Fixed stars magnify. That is their nature. If your character is refined, they elevate you. If your ego is unchecked, they expose you. This is why restraint matters right now. Some of you are being observed in subtle ways, not by people, by timing, by consequence, by the invisible mathematics of cause and effect. The universe is watching how you respond to pressure, not how loudly you declare your purpose. This phase is not about proving yourself. It's about stabilizing yourself. Fixed stars represent spiritual constants. They are tied to archetypes that transcend culture. The royal guardian, the divine artist, the warrior of truth, the healer, the visionary reformer. These are not temporary roles. They are soul-level signatures. And unlike planets which bring lessons through movement and change, fixed stars bring lessons through endurance. Have you noticed themes in your life that repeat across years? Not chaotic repetition, thematic repetition. You keep being placed in leadership situations, or you keep being the emotional anchor in relationships, or you consistently find yourself bridging two opposing worlds. That is not personality coincidence. That is architectural design. Now let's distinguish clearly. Zodiac signs describe energy filters. Planets describe functions. Houses describe life areas. Fixed stars describe destiny tones. Think of it this way. Your zodiac sign is your instrument. Your planets are how you play it. But fixed stars? They are the symphony you were assigned to perform. You may not have consciously chosen it, but your soul recognized it. Some fixed stars are bright and widely known. Others are subtler, but equally profound. Their influence depends on proximity. Typically, astrologers look for conjunctions within 1 or 2 degrees to a planet or significant angle in your chart. The tighter the alignment, the stronger the imprint. And here is something crucial. Fixed star influence is not activated by curiosity alone. It is activated by readiness. Many of you watching right now feel a quiet shift happening internally, a subtle detachment from roles that once defined you. You are not losing yourself. You are refining yourself. Fixed star energy begins to surface when the ego loosens its grip on external identity. What is being tested in your life right now is not your ambition. It is your steadiness. Are you consistent when unseen? Are you ethical when tempted? Are you patient when outcomes delay? The stars above you have witnessed empires rise and fall. They are not impressed by urgency. They respond to alignment. Right now, avoid impulsive declarations about your purpose. Avoid chasing visibility for validation. If a door is slow to open, do not force it. Fixed stars favor precision timing. What is meant for your path will align when your internal structure matches your external opportunity. Something is quietly aligning in your life. It may not be dramatic. It may simply feel like clarity emerging where confusion once sat. Follow that clarity, not loudly, calmly. In the next chapter, we will move into the practical dimension. How to locate your significant fixed stars. Specific examples like Regulus, Spica, and others, and how their connection to your planets reveals your unique cosmic assignment. Because this is not abstract mysticism. This is spiritual cartography, and your map is waiting. Now we move from theory into revelation, because understanding that fixed stars exist is one thing. Discovering which ones are woven into your birth chart, that is where the mirror turns personal. Your birth chart is a celestial photograph of the sky at the exact moment you inhaled your first breath. Date, time, location, precision matters. The universe runs on structure and timing, and your arrival was synchronized. Within that chart, every planet sits at a specific degree of a zodiac sign. Fixed stars also occupy specific degrees in the sky. When a planet in your chart aligns within a tight orb, usually 1 to 2 degrees with a fixed star, that star imprints its archetype onto that planetary function. This is not casual influence. This is assignment. Let's make this clear and grounded. If your sun, the core of your identity, aligns with a fixed star, that star shapes your life direction. If your moon aligns, it shapes your emotional calling and inner instincts. If your midheaven aligns, it marks your public mission. If your ascendant aligns, it colors how the world perceives your presence. And this is where many of you will feel something click, because you've sensed there's more to your story. Let's explore a few of the most recognized fixed stars to illustrate how this works. Regulus, often called the heart of the lion, is associated with royalty, leadership, and visibility. Historically, it was linked to kings and those placed in positions of authority. But there is a condition with Regulus. Success requires integrity. When aligned with the sun or midheaven, it can indicate natural leadership or public prominence. But if ego overtakes humility, the same star can bring dramatic correction. If Regulus touches your chart, you are not here to hide, but you are being tested in character right now. The universe is not asking how powerful you can become. It is asking how steady you can remain when power approaches. Then there is Spica, a star associated with brilliance, artistry, divine gifts, and protection. Spica often brings refined talent, creative, intellectual, or spiritual. When aligned with Mercury, it may indicate eloquence or writing ability. With Venus, artistic beauty. With the Sun, a luminous presence that attracts opportunity almost magnetically. If Spica touches your chart, you may notice that doors open unexpectedly when you are aligned. But here is the guidance. Do not chase applause. Refine your craft quietly. The protection of Spica strengthens when humility leads. Another powerful star is Aldebaran, known as the Watcher of the East. It carries themes of courage, truth, and moral testing. Aldebaran rewards integrity and punishes compromise. If connected to Mars, it can indicate a warrior spirit. If aligned with the midheaven, a public defender of principles. If Aldebaran is active in your chart, you may feel tested right now in ethical decisions. Choose long-term honor over short-term gain. This phase is not about speed. It is about alignment. Antares, often called the rival of Mars, carries intensity, passion, and transformative force. It can bring dramatic life events. When aligned strongly, it may mark someone who confronts shadow, either within themselves or within society. But Antares demands self-control. Without discipline, it burns. If Antares is woven into your blueprint, you are being refined through restraint. The universe is watching how you handle power and emotion. Notice the pattern emerging. Fixed stars amplify. They elevate potential, but they require maturity. Now, let's bring this back to you. Here in February 2026, you may be feeling pressure to declare your next move, to announce a new direction, to prove something. But if you carry strong fixed star alignments, the timing must be precise. Forced action disrupts alignment. This phase isn't about dramatic reinvention. It's about internal stabilization. If you want to discover your fixed stars, you will need your exact birth time and location. Generate a detailed natal chart using a trusted astrology software that includes fixed star positions. Look for close conjunctions, especially to your sun, moon, ascendant, or midheaven. Pay attention to degrees. Precision matters. When you find a conjunction, study the archetype of that star. Not in a sensationalized way, in a disciplined way. Ask, what quality is being amplified in me? Where in my life does this theme repeat? What is being tested? Because your fixed star placement will show both gift and trial. For example, someone with Regulus on the midheaven may repeatedly be placed in leadership roles even unexpectedly. Someone with Spica on the ascendant may naturally attract admiration without trying. Someone with Aldebaran aligned to the sun may constantly face moral crossroads. This is not fate as punishment. This is destiny as refinement. And here is something subtle but powerful. Fixed star energy often activates during specific transits when moving. Planets align with that same degree. You may notice that major life events cluster around these periods. Career shifts, public recognition, relationship turning points, spiritual awakenings. Timing is not random. As we move deeper into 2026, certain collective alignments are triggering fixed star degrees that emphasize authenticity and structural integrity. Many of you are being repositioned quietly, not yet publicly, internally. The universe is recalibrating your foundation before expanding your platform. Avoid impatience right now, especially if you sense something larger approaching. Fixed stars do not rush. They endure. And here is the emotional mirror. You may feel both chosen and uncertain at the same time, drawn towards something bigger, yet unsure how to step into it. That tension is normal. It is the space between awareness and embodiment. You are not behind. You are aligning. In the next chapter, we will bring this into daily life. How to integrate fixed star insight into decisions. How to journal and meditate with these archetypes. How to apply this knowledge to career, relationships, and personal growth in grounded, practical ways. Because your cosmic blueprint is not meant to remain abstract. It is meant to be lived. Now we bring this down from the stars into your hands, because knowledge without embodiment becomes spiritual entertainment, and that is not why you are here. You are here because something in you is ready to live differently. By now, you understand that fixed stars are not personality descriptions. They are architectural anchors. They describe the tone of your destiny, the quality of your long-term refinement, the assignment that quietly threads through your life. But how do you work with that? How do you integrate something so vast into ordinary Tuesday mornings? First, understand this. Fixed star energy responds to consistency, not intensity, not emotional surges, consistency. If you have identified a fixed star aligned with your sun, ask yourself daily, am I expressing my core self with integrity? If one aligns with your midheaven, ask, does my work reflect my deeper values? If it touches your moon, are my emotional patterns aligned with my higher calling, or ruled by old wounds? This is where journaling becomes powerful. Not dramatic journaling, structured reflection. Each week, choose one question connected to your identified star archetype. For example, if Regulus is strong in your chart, journal about leadership and humility. Where were you tested in ego this week? Where did you choose integrity over recognition? If Spica touches your chart, reflect on discipline and your talent. Did you refine your gift quietly or seek applause prematurely? The universe is watching how you respond, not how fast you move. Right now, in this window, collective energy favors restraint and recalibration. Many people are rushing to reinvent themselves publicly. But fixed star alignment requires internal stabilization first. This phase isn't about action. It's about alignment. Meditation also shifts when you understand your fixed star blueprint. Instead of asking, what should I do next? Ask, what quality am I here to embody? Visualize the archetype of your star not as a fantasy identity, but as a mature version of you. Steady, grounded, ethical, skilled, patient. You are not becoming someone new. You are remembering someone ancient within you. Now let's speak practically about career. If your fixed star touches your midheaven or sun, your professional path will feel larger than a paycheck. Dissatisfaction may arise when your work lacks meaning. This doesn't mean quit impulsively. It means refine strategically. The universe is testing patience before expansion. Avoid dramatic exits right now. Instead, build structure quietly. Skill development. Financial stability. Network alignment. Fixed stars reward preparation. If your star connects to Venus or the moon, relationships become part of your spiritual curriculum. You may attract partners who mirror your archetype themes, leadership lessons, ethical tests, creative collaboration. Pay attention to repeated dynamics. They are not coincidences. They are training grounds. What should be avoided during this period? Impulsive declarations, ego-driven decisions, public announcements made from insecurity. Fixed star timing is precise. If you feel the urge to prove something, pause. The cosmos favors maturity over noise. What is quietly aligning? Long-term structure. Some of you are laying foundations that won't show visible results until late 2026 or even 2027. That does not mean nothing is happening. It means the roots are deepening. Fixed stars operate on extended timelines. Trust that. There is also something deeper occurring collectively. As global systems continue restructuring, individuals with strong fixed star alignments will feel a subtle activation, a sense of responsibility emerging, not to dominate, to stabilize. You may feel called to hold calm when others panic, to speak measured truth when others exaggerate, to create beauty when environments feel chaotic. This is not coincidence. You are being positioned, but positioning requires patience. And here is the prophetic guidance you need to hear clearly. If you rush your calling, you will dilute it. If you refine your character, you will amplify it. The universe is not testing your ambition. It is testing your steadiness. Right now, your greatest power is disciplined restraint. Choose integrity when no one sees. Choose preparation over performance. Choose alignment over applause. And when the timing shifts, you will move not with desperation, but with authority. Remember, fixed stars were used by ancient navigators crossing unknown oceans. They did not stare at the waves. They looked at the constants. In your life, the waves are daily. Events, emails, delays, opinions, reactions. The constants are your archetypal qualities: courage, discipline, vision, compassion, ethical leadership. Look at the constants. Now, as we close this journey together, I want you to sit with this truth. You are not random. Your birth was synchronized with celestial precision. The degree of your sun, the alignment of distant stars, the timing of your first breath, structured, intentional. You have a divinely appointed mission. It may not look glamorous yet. It may feel subtle. But subtle does not mean small. Explore your birth chart. Study your fixed star alignments. Reflect on the themes that repeat in your life. Share what you discover in the comments below. Our Celestial Insight community grows stronger when we learn together. In upcoming teachings, we will explore advanced timing, techniques, how transits activate fixed star placements, and how to prepare for those windows of destiny. But for now, focus on steadiness. Refine your character. Build your structure. Move with patience. Because when your moment arrives, it will not feel chaotic. It will feel inevitable. Subscribe if this message resonated. Share it with someone who feels called to something greater but cannot yet name it. Stay aligned. Stay steady. Stay aware. The sky is not random, and neither are you. This moment will make sense later.